All right, OBS says we are live, so that must mean we are live. I don't always trust the software sometimes, but it says we're live. All right, we are here to continue our adventure, stunlocking the IJN and attacking Japan. Now, Japan already attacked us once. They have made an invasion on the Philippines. Hold on, let me back up. I'm going to go over kind of where we are for anyone who's joining us for this stream. I want to kind of get us up to speed on what's been happening before I continue gameplay, because it might be a little bit weird. Not meme weird, just kind of like what is going on. So, Japan started the war about 6 months ago. I've held on to the Philippines very easily. And I have done nothing but build submarines since the beginning of the game. And I have focused exclusively on medium aircraft. You can see I focused on medium aircraft because I've pushed all the way to the 1944 airframe already. And I am working on the Tier 4 engine as well. And that is the only kind of aircraft I've produced. I've produced a type of nav for use from land bases that can both bomb targets and bomb ships. And I have been producing a kind of heavy fighter for use as long-range air superiority. And you can tell that I've added a whole bunch of extra range to this thing. Giving both planes superior range to do things. And what am I doing with that superior range? Well, using air bases in the Philippines, I cover the South China Sea, the Philippine Sea, Bismarck Strait, and I even have planes flying in the East China Sea off the coast of Japan. I've also based some planes in like British and Dutch possessions to cover like Coral Sea and Java Sea and Singapore. But I have the range, and we can look at our range circle right here. And you can see that my aircraft have the range to reach all of this stuff. I also have Midway and Hawaii covered with similar types of air power. And what I have essentially been doing is deploying my submarines in a kind of net in all of these sea zones that you see, and grabbing the IJN and dragging them into naval battles, forcing them to sail around in areas, burn fuel, but also stay under the cover of my naval bombers. Now, the Japanese do have some fighter aircraft that they are trying to use to counteract this, but it hasn't gone well for them. And when I say it hasn't gone well for them, this is what I mean. At the cost of 50 submarines and 2 light hulls, I've sunk like a battleship, 6 carriers, and 124 destroyers, plus 50 of their submarines, and 23 of their cruisers. I have really put Japan into the hurt locker over the 6 months of the war. And if we take a look here at Japan's Navy under Intel, you can see Japan's down to a Congo, the Nagato, Fuso, 2 carriers, the Ryuhu and the Kaga, and like a few destroyers and some heavy cruisers, and like that's it. Japan doesn't have diddly squat left. Japan also doesn't have the air power to stop me. Even if Japan put all of her planes in one area, I can still base 2,000 planes in Manila, because it's a big airfield, see? And I could wipe them out because their planes are inferior to mine. At the end of the last session, I had Patton garrisoning Hawaii, and he is awaiting reinforcements. I have a whole bunch of reinforcements that are coming from continental U.S. They're sailing through the area to get to him. And when they get here, we're going to liberate the north part of the Philippines and then use these ports and build some airfields here I think I'm going to attack Taiwan. The The only reason we're not attacking Taiwan right at this second is because I've destroyed that port through port strikes. So my cat is being a pain in the rear. As you can tell, that port is really shot to pieces. Japan docked a bunch of ships there, which would have been fine, but since it's within range of my air power, and I had it set to port strike as well, I sank a number of enemy ships at anchor there. Japan is also facing a convoy crisis. They're not quite dead yet in terms of convoys, but given the state of their navy and given the number of subs I have and the navs I have flying around, I don't think Japan's going to last very long. And so I want to put Japan out of the war first before I go do anything in Europe. Now, there's a couple of things I need to do before I accomplish that, though. I need to get those reinforcements to Manila so that Patton can finish his defeat of Japanese forces there. But I also think that I have built too many submarines, which sounds weird coming from me after I just made that speech. But what I mean is I have enough subs right now, but what I need are convoys. You'll notice my convoy count ain't that great. It's not because I've been losing tons of convoys, but you can see that I have a bunch of convoys tied up doing trade and supply because I have a bunch of stuff operating in the Pacific. So, having given it some thought, I'm going to finish up the existing submarines that I've been producing, and we're going to spam some convoys for a while. And these are the subs that I've been using. I picked up Tier 2 subs earlier and built a bunch of those, and these are the Tier 3 subs. I've put the electric boat company designer on them to lower their visibility and make them faster. And I also have radar Tier 3 on them, so they have an easy time hunting enemy ships and convoys. Unfortunately, Japan is not ready to deal with this, and the AI is really never up for that. Now, I've also been facing a trade crisis. As you can see here, I'm desperately trying to import the requisite amount of aluminum, and it's not working out in my favor. That's because, nobody's selling any aluminum. And just to make it clear, I have been building or prospecting for resources. That is what I've been doing. There's no more aluminum for me to prospect for right now. I could do radio propaganda to raise my war support, but I don't need to right now. I'm not going to bother recognizing any foreign governments. I don't really need to deal with Congress right now. I'm not even running any focuses. I'm just doing air production to try and crank out as many of these expensive aircraft as I can. But I gave it a thought over the break, because I last streamed this Monday, and I said to myself, I don't think I'm doing this as well as I could be doing it. I think there's a couple of things I could be doing better. And so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and spend the 50 PP to become Spy Master. And then we're going to go in and we're going to do a redesign of the Super Heavy Nav. I'm not unhappy with this aircraft, but I'm going to need an aircraft with a little more ground attack capability as time goes on. And so I'm going to add a small bomb bay, and I'm going to add some rocket rails, which will put me right at the border of what I can tolerate in terms of weight. And we're going to rename, I don't want this to be named as the XB-28 Dragon because I hate that name. It'll still be Super Heavy Nav A. And this should not change any of its missions. So I can do that. And then we're going to swap all of these over to Super Heavy Nav A. We're going to do that. I'm not going to mess with the Thunderbolt just yet. I'm waiting on the next engine to be completed, and then I'm going to fiddle with the Thunderbolt some more. When the Tier 4 engine is completed, I'll phase out the P-47 and build a different plane. Oh, good lord, we are just slaughtering things. Okay, I think that brings us up to speed. I do have a good spy network in Japan right now. Although what's funny is I haven't bothered to infiltrate any of Japan because I don't have the spies to do it. Once I become spy master, that should change. Yeah, we're not going to do radio propaganda either. We're not going to dispatch the flying tigers. We're not doing any of this stuff. I don't need to do... Now, interestingly enough, Japan has still not managed to defeat China. They're really close, but they haven't managed to do it. Japan has also not managed to take Hong Kong yet. So with what I'm hoping is that as I prepare for the attack on Taiwan and then the home islands, I'm going to strangle the Imperial Japanese Army in China, and without having to send troops to China, I should enable the Chinese to actually win. Now, that's going to be... We'll see if that's actually going to work. We'll see. All right. Why do I still have decisions available? Oh, I'm not executing War Plan Orange yet. We are not doing that. We're going to wait till we get the troops in. All right. You are now Spy Master. Great. Thank you, Britain. I've also been building synthetic refineries to cut down on my rubber. Yay! Wow, all right. We actually have enough aluminum. Because I've been spending so much on like rubber imports, I wanted a domestic rubber industry. And incidentally, people are nobody's buying my rubber yet. People are, however, buying my aluminum. I was complaining last game about how I was getting shafted by my allies, but they are actually buying my stuff. They're just not buying. They just don't have the things I want available to send them. Or to buy from them. Good job, Nav. Sank another sub. Yeah, we're going to just clear out those convoys. And what do we got here? Okay, I got to wait for all these guys to recruit. Then we're going to... Yeah, this is going bad. Look at that. There's look at all the little notifiers. This is what my subs are up to. Sync. Yeah, we're just syncing everything. Now I have, where are these guys located? Okay, if they're on the west coast, I'm going to create a command of them. We're going to order them to defend Hawaii. And then I'm going to make another command of these guys. And we're going to order these guys to defend Midway. And then when they get there, what's going to happen is that they'll relieve the Marines that are there, and then those Marines can be used on offensive ops. Good lord. Keep in mind, I'm hunting subs in Japanese home waters. So, you know. They've lost 300 subs since I started the stream today. That's bad for them. Oh, we have reached the limit of building stuff. You know what we're gonna do? I don't like doing this, but I don't really think I've got a choice. I need more aluminum. So we're gonna have to... Yes, that is what we will do. We will expand aluminum. Where is the... Yes, that is what we... Oh, I can't... Yeah, we're not going to expand aluminum in Mexico right now. That's not what's going to happen. And then we're going to order these guys to continue building. And then we're going to order these guys to continue to build it. All right, there we go. Seven, 8 of these. We're going to shift them over here, and we're going to turn these into real infantry divisions with the heavy self-propelled artillery I've been using. I'm using Space Marines for this run through. We're using these guys right now for Space Marines. I think I'm about to redesign them though. And I think I'm gonna, yeah, I think it's time. You know what, they've been really good, but I have some better options now. And we're gonna put an improved medium howitzer on them. I'm gonna, hold on, I don't like that name, we're gonna call it T-26B. Save. We're gonna order them to do that. Now, that's gonna require me to buy chromium, which is fine because Britain is buying plenty of my resources. So I have no problem boosting them right back. Where are those reinforcements? 11 days. We are going to move some aircraft over. These guys are going to go there and they're going to do that. We're going to order one of these planes. It's going to be ordered to do air superiority here. These guys are going to be ordered to supplement with ground attack so that when the time comes, they can actually do ground attack. Yes, yes, that is what is going to happen here. The Japanese have attacked here, but the problem is they didn't take a port. So I'm just going to let the Filipinos hold that because they are more than capable of doing that on their own. And as Japan doesn't have the convoys working anyway, there's no need to... Those divisions they've landed there are effectively cut off. Does Japan have convoys left? No, they went Norway. Took Germany long enough to defeat Norway. Oh, he tried to dock submarines there. That went bad for them. Alright, Lisa Jones. Okay. We are going to... Do I even want to infiltrate Japan? No. What we're going to do is we're going to start building a network in Germany. We're going to build a nice network in Germany. We're also going to build some more... Nope, that's not it. Some more of these. Do that, and that'll tie up my MIC for a while. Yes, 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 that is what we need to do. However, we're going to pick up invisible ink because I intend to infiltrate Germany. Why am I... Oh, yes, we need more chromium. Yes. Yes, Britain, give me your chromium, sir. Okay. You guys are done with that activity. You now can do this activity. Go. Gonna let the Marines just wipe these guys out. And you see the Japanese divisions, they're completely out of supply. So even though Tanaka here is a really awesome general, it's not going to matter. They can't supply the forces. They've landed on the Philippines because they don't have any convoys left. And even if they did, they are seriously outgunned by Patton's Space Marines here. Yeah, I don't care. Senators can do whatever the hell they want. The cipher. Okay, we're still decrypting Germany. All right. We have cleared Japan from the main part of the Philippines. There's that other thing that's going on. I'm going to let the Filipinos do their job. They will be more than welcome to tie those clowns down now. No, that's not going to work. You need to go like there. Okay. Why do I have... Okay, I have planes that are ready to go, but I don't have any room for them yet because we haven't taken Taiwan. So what I'm going to do is fly them to Midway, set them to fly in the Micronesian Gap, but that's just temporary. They're only sitting there temporarily. We're doing this as a temporary thing until they have somewhere more useful to go with their time. And we'll pick up the last air doctrine text so I can just quit seeing that stupid notifier. All right, Patton, what do you got for me? You are not ready to skill up. You're not a bad general, but you are not ready to do that job. All right. You guys are all going to go there, and we are going to create an invasion of Taiwan. Starting from this port, going to that port. And I'm going to do this in the 2x2x2 format, which is I land 2 divisions on one side of the port, 2 divisions on the other side of the port, and I land 2 divisions at the actual port so that the divisions have nowhere to flee. And once these guys take it, I can move assets across, and we can use this as a staging point to attack the home islands. I need those airfields. Once I have those airfields, life will be gravy. What do you lose air superiority? I don't care about that. Why are you even here? Here, go back to Manila. Alright, advanced computing machine, that completed that. Let's pick up construction 5. Fly to Midway. Numbskull, what are you doing? I want to point out that for some damn reason, Germany hasn't tried raiding my convoys. I don't know why. I don't know why they haven't tried that. You would think that would have been the right thing to do. Okay. Yeah, our supply status isn't great here, but... Alright, we need to swap aircraft. They are going to fly there, and they are going to fly there. Yes. Okay. Here, we're going to take that little box, and we're going to refit all those guys. Oh, I can appoint someone. Who should I appoint? Oh, Mark Clark? Yeah, let's appoint Clark. He'll give you a bonus to infantry. That'll be a good idea. Okay, who is... Okay, it's these guys. Go to Midway and go be useful. Alright, Mr. Seducer. You're up. There we go. That's what we need to see. Get that network up enough, and then we will start infiltrating. I had considered strengthening... I'd consider strengthening resistance in occupied China, but they're using military governors and they have decent compliance, and it would take a lot of effort to do that. So I'd rather spend the effort doing something else. The target resistance is too low for what I want to get started with. I'd rather arm the French and the Poles. All right, we're ready to do this. Let's do it. I have naval. Well, by the way, in case you weren't sure, I have naval supremacy because there isn't a Japanese fleet really left. They are down to 11 ships. So yeah, they literally have nothing better to do with their time. All right. We are gonna make a race for Taipei. I want to get these guys off this island as fast as possible. What am I short of? Rubber? Okay. Oh, I actually have enough of that now. I could start cutting these down. Yeah. Why do I have enough aluminum? Do they produce aluminum here? Where did I get that extra aluminum from? Good. The British helped the Filipinos take those guys out. That's exciting. I'm looking forward to it. All right. We have secured the island. That was not difficult at all. We're going to do that. Now, is this port actually... Okay, it's kind of in bad shape. I would normally not do this, but we're going to move the port up and get it repaired. And we're also going to order this guy to cover that port while we wait for it to fix. And then we're going to start moving some aircraft there. I promise we're going to move some aircraft there. Okay. Put those guys there. We're going to put these guys here. And then once those are set up, experimental rockets, yay! Why am I doing experimental rockets? Well, that's because I want jet engines. That's why. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Refit those guys. Okay. Wow. Look at that. They can't even take Hong Kong. Oh, the Japanese army is in such terror. Their supply status is awful. Well, that's going to go bad for them. Here, you guys go ahead and go to Taiwan. Oh, they did take... Good job, Britain. I was just talking about how good of a job you were doing. And you screwed up and lost Hong Kong. I hate it when the AI makes me look like a fucking liar. What do we got here? All right, we'll put you in Paris. We'll build that network up. We need... Okay, now I need more aluminum. Great. I think that's because, yeah, we're starting to add more factories to that production line. All right. If I converted all of these to infantry divisions, I would still... Yeah, I still don't have nearly enough of them. Okay, fair enough. Who is invading whom? Oh, they're invading Norway. Well, I'm not super worried about that. Alright, the extra aluminum I have is online. That's really good news. Then we're going to do... Yes, yes, yes. That is what we should be doing. More factories. Yeah, if I can get my rubber situation 100% like sort it out, that would be great. We had a port strike, a successful port strike. Oh, that's where the IGN's hanging out. That's like the last of them. I can keep bombing them there. That's not a problem. We're going to bypass Iwo Jima, too. I'm not interested in attacking Iwo Jima. Okay. And I am not really interested in attacking Okinawa. We are instead going to land. Yes, that is what we will do. This is going to take a little bit to plan because I want to take this whole island sort of instantly. And I also, and this is going to sound weird, but I also want to cut the island off from reinforcement so they're not able to send troops across to defend it once they realize it's under attack. Because the AI, for all of its issues, the AI does love to see that an area is under attack and then try to send reinforcements to it. And I don't want it to do that because it's just going to make my life a living misery. You know what we will do? We're going to invest in some chromium, and we're going to invest in some tungsten too. Nope. How about from British Malaya? There we go. Have we not finished on the engine? Oh, we got 3 days on engine 4. Okay. Alright, engine 4 is done, man. Now, the question is, do we grab that or do we grab the large airframe? We're going to grab cannons too. Now I can make a new Thunderbolt. It's going to be the Advanced Thunderbolt. I'm going to duplicate this plane. We're going to go with not 4 engines, you doofus. Okay. We'll rip all these modules out. We're going to add completely different modules. We're going to go with heavy machine guns. No. Heavy machine guns. Heavy machine guns. Even more heavy machine guns. And we're going to leave rocket rails on there so that the plane can do ground attack if necessary. Or do I want to go with bomb locks? No, we're going to do rocket rails. Then we're going to put... See, like, the air-to-air radar, as I realized, since my planes are never flying on interception, like, it doesn't do much good to have an air-to-air radar on these damn things. I don't need bomb sights either. What am I doing? This is so stupid. I don't need bomb sights, and air-to-ground radar would be nice, but I don't need it on this plane. So what we're gonna do instead, if I could, no, not flying boat either. Here we go. We're gonna put armor plates, and we're gonna put more armor plates on there, and then we're gonna put some fuel tanks and even more fuel tanks Let's see, where does that put me on air defense? Where does that put me on air defense? Yeah. A range of 3,000 should be just fine for this aircraft. That should be fine. And we will call this the XP-58 Chain Lightning. And yeah, that's what's going to go into production. That isn't. We're going to differentiate it that way. We're going to say, Thunderbolt, you are now obsolete. Those production lines are now starting to go. Why is this one still cranking out the wrong tank? Oh my god, did I actually... Oh, I did. That's the... Okay, that was the mistake I made. Oh dear. Uh-huh. Okay. That's going to cause my resources to completely change around. Oh no. I really screwed that up. I thought that I converted all my tank production lines over. That explains why I still had a bunch to convert. Oh boy. Okay. Converting all those to better tanks, that's fine. We now have... I guess I'll pick up another one? Sure, carrier battle groups. Sure, we can do that. I don't care. I don't use any of that stuff. Now, where are we? Once we attack Nagasaki, I'm going to move aircraft to the home islands region. And they're going to have kind of bad mission efficiency. But all the aircraft here should be able to reach. What do we got? Southern Norway? Britain? Why is the Royal Navy not protecting Norway better? I'm not sure why that's happening. Am I missing something? Probably am. Okay. Definitely. I hate this tech, but we need to pass through it to get to other technologies. Alright, Patton, I think, are we ready to do this? We're going to move these guys. While the invasion is happening, these guys are going to transfer to Taiwan. These guys are going to transfer to Taiwan. And Patton says he's ready. So let's do it. Can we do this? Now, all of these aircraft are now on home islands duty. Let's see. All right, we got divisions landing. All right, excellent. We're going to take that airfield. We're going to get to Kagoshima. Nagasaki has been taken. And yes, all right. Oh, wow, he didn't defend this island with anything. This is terrible. All right, hold on, guys. I gotta pause. This was an... I expected a little more defense. That was hardly any. I bet most of his army is stuck in China. That is what I bet. I bet his army is sitting in China, stuck there, and they can't get home because he doesn't have condoms. Alright, that cat's been let out of the room. If they're stuck there with no convoys able to bring them over, I don't know what to tell the Japan other than they're boned. They really don't have to. Come on, Britain. They're not going to have a whole lot of stuff able to help them out. All right, Patton. Let's get these guys. Let's get these guys organized. And we're going to move some aircraft. Why are there 300 planes here? Who put aircraft here? Great. They did. Okay, we're going to put 300 super navs here. I'm going to build that airfield up. Might need it. Alright, we're going to let these guys reorg. Patton, have you picked up any experience on anything? Oh, wow. He's 8% on Invader. Good job, numbnuts. Okay. Okay, these guys can go to Nagasaki. These guys can divert to Nagasaki. And where are you stationed? Okay, you guys are now on garrison duty in Taiwan. Your job is to hold Taiwan, mainly its port and airfield, for the rest of the war. That is your job. Oh no, Lisa Jones was captured. What will we do about that? Let's find out. Alright, what are we doing here? Okay, here. You do that. Let's rescue Miss Jones. We're going to use... Who are we going to send to rescue? We're going to send Mark to do that. Then when that's done, we will continue our process of intelligence work on Germany. I can recruit. Oh wow, I can recruit even. Oh, you are a counter-intel girl. Yeah, we're gonna keep you at home. We're going to order you guys to do that, and we're going to order you guys to do that. We're going to build up some planning bonus, and there are faction members justifying war goals. Okay, Britain wants to go after Vichy. Fine. That's... Knock yourself out, Britain. I don't think it's time to attack Vichy in 42, but you know what? You know best. Okay, planning, and go. Okay, first real... Okay, there we go. Come on, guys. Get into the fight. I don't think Japan was prepared for this. I don't think they were ready for this at all. All right. Yeah, yeah, let's hope they work that out peacefully. Something, they caved? What is Germany doing? They caved. Okay, we've taken that. Okay. Okay, that has been completed. Yeah, I don't think they have hardly any of their army over here, so we're just gonna set that plan up and keep going. Now let's move some more aircraft over here. Now we should be... Okay, we are fighting these guys. They are under... Yeah, they're getting clobbered. This is barely a challenge. Okay, build more convoys. We're gonna... Because what we're gonna do next is it's time to modify the Lend-Lease of the Soviets. Alright, Mr. Soviet man. You... Congratulations, you are now going to become the proud owner of more equipment per day. Or month. Or look, whatever unit of time that is, that's what they're going to be the proud owner of. But we're going to donate once 250 convoys. That will make sure that they can actually ship the stuff that I'm giving to them. Production line, go. And we are... Yeah, you're right, Tobias. The next stop is literally going to be Tokyo. Good lord. Really? Patton is wounded? Are you kidding me? You know what? I don't think that's going to matter. Here, guys. Guys, I need you to do that. That is what I need you to do. Now, just for funsies, okay, Benguko and Manchukuo are not major powers, so once Japan capitulates, that should end the war in the Pacific. Oh, how am I out of... Okay, I'll buy some from Greece. And I'll buy some from Canada. I'll buy some from Australia. We're going to cut back our import of rubber. Okay, I'm going to start capturing... yeah, we're going to start capturing a bunch of factories here soon. So I'm going to have to account for that. We're going to have to count... Give the man a break. He's almost there. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I'm going to have to account for a bunch of factories I'm about to take control of. Alright, we are almost there. Oh, he's actually now... Oh, he finally got some of his divisions there. Here, we're going to backdoor the rest of the capital so he has nowhere to retreat to. Oh, we're running out of fuel. I don't think it's going to matter. Look at that. Air power. Yep, Tokyo is mine. The fall of Tokyo, predict the orders will soon crumble. Are expected to begin shortly and shipping Harley. Yeah, they're not going to convince him. Okay, well. All right. Oh, Yankee Joe. Well, you know what, Yankee Joe? You have asked an excellent question. Stunlocking is a term that I'm stealing from RPGs and MMOs and action games, where if you stunlock someone, when you use some kind of effect that makes them incapable of acting, like a paralysis effect or a crowd control effect, and if you are able to keep doing it to them with no interruption and they are never allowed to act, that is what stunlocking is. A great example would be if we were playing Skyrim and I was really good at alteration magic and I used paralysis on you, and then before you got cured of paralysis, I did it again and hit you some more, and then paralyzed you again and hit you some more. Yes, lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt. Yes. So that's what stunlocking is. And if you'd seen it last week, you would have seen like IJN fleets just like getting stuck in combat with submarines while bombers would just keep attacking them. Now, the question is, what do we do with Japan? Well, I have a really low score. I have a really low score. We won too quickly, folks. Conference turn 1. Current demands. No, I don't want to annex Japan. Do I want to liberate? Can I puppet Japan? No. Can I take their... I'm not going to waste time taking their navy. No, that isn't what I want to do. Eat what's left of the navy. Well, you know what, Tobias? What am I going to do with what's left of their navy? It's gone. They don't even have a merchant marine to steal. That's the fun part. What do we want to do? You know what? I'm going to trust the Chinese AI to do the right thing and annex Minguko and Manchukuo. So what do I want to do? I don't want to... Oh, no, Japan is going to be a puppet. Or do I want to make them a... I want to liberate? Yeah, we're not going to liberate any of those things. We're just going to turn Japan into a puppet. We're not going to add a demilitarized zone. Resource rights, factories? Dismantle military industry. No, I can't submit those demands. So we're going to do supervised state. Can I even make that demand? Can I make that demand? Can I make that demand? Can I make that demand? Can't select. Demand is too expensive. Okay, submit my demands. Okay, nobody cared that I submitted those demands. So we're going to do that. 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 Oh, you know, China wants that. Well, you know what, China? You can have Okinawa. Okay, Japan is now a supervised state. And we're gonna... Can I liberate Korea? That's in conflict with... No, they don't want to do that. Can I liberate the Republic of Vietnam? Yeah? Oh, no. China's doing that already. Can I take the Navy? Okay. No, we are not declaring war on China, Tobias. No, there are good friends. I guess I'll take the Japanese fleet. Can I... No, cancel. Demilitarize? Resource rights. No. You know what? I'm done. I'm done. Confirm and exit. I'll pause. Alright, let's... Oh, that's great. My reward for defeating China is that Guangxi clique ended their stupid non-aggression pact with me. Good job, morons. All right. America, Japan. Run by some guy I don't recognize. They are a supervised state. And as a supervised state, they drift to my ideology. They have extra trade with me. They have and some autonomy progress gain, which is just fine by me. Although I think their government's pretty democratic already. They should complete the democratic process soon. All right. I am, however, going to start decrypting China while I'm not busy. Okay. Victory is mine. Patton? You are now relieved of your duties in the Pacific. I want you to go to Britain. And I'm don't look at the Kuriles. Oh no, did I fuck up? Oh no, I didn't. Oh my god, I didn't do it. I just assumed China was taking that too. So there is actually. China didn't take the Kuriles. I didn't take the Kuriles. So Hirohito is freezing his buns off in the Kuriles. And how much population? Well, I have plenty of intel leisure on him. So let's. Okay, Japan has. No. You know what? No, this is Hirohito being sent to being sent into exile like Napoleon at the end of the Napoleonic Wars. Because look at my intel ledger. Look at what the intel ledger says about Japan's economy. The Kuriles have no factories, no resources. So, yeah, there's nothing. It's just a port with 16,000 people living on it. So he can have that. If that is what it took to get... If that's what it takes to make Japan surrender without having to resort to mass killings, then I'm okay with that. He can have that island. Oh, it has 2 infrastructure on it. Good job. Good job, Japan. There's 2 infrastructure on it, and I think it has a level 3 port. No, it doesn't even have a... Oh, no, it does. It does have a level 3 port in the... Wait, hold on. This part, that part of the Kuriles has a port. This part doesn't. So until they build a port here, they can't even move between the 2 parts of the state. But they don't have any factories, so that's never, ever going to happen. No Air Force, no Navy, no Army, nothing. But you know what? They're on total mobilization. Any minute now, they're going to pull out of that economic tailspin they're in. God. Oh, we have fun, don't we? Okay. So, let's try, you know what? I'm going to add 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to add 5 more divisions there, but we're going to turn them into Marines. I can't do it yet. God damn it. Okay. I'm sending Patton. Come here, Patton. Yes, Yankee, there is a decision that will give them a surrender if you're nuking them. That is a possibility. They included that. I don't know. I've never done that before. I've never actually done it. And it wasn't in the release. I want to say By Blood Alone is when they did that. Because they got tired of... This is a tangent, but it's important. The devs got tired of people complaining that you couldn't actually defeat Japan without landing in Japan. And so they gave that sort of option where if you dropped nuclear weapons and Japan has lost like Okinawa and Iwo Jima, they'll throw in the towel if they meet some requirements. But you're probably right. It probably is glitchy. So I don't know, but I've never personally done it. Okay. Oh yeah, Case Anton is sometimes Case Anton does the opposite and works too good. When I was playing multiplayer regularly, we spent weeks trying to re-script Case Anton so that it couldn't be abused to do stupid things. Like, players were able to Case Anton 2 days after France fell. And so what was happening is, in multiplayer, Germany would cause France to collapse. then they would immediately have divisions in place so they could execute Case Anton instantly and secure the French fleet before the British could even attack the French fleet. Okay. I'm sending Patton on garrison orders to Britain, not because he needs to garrison Britain, but I want to automate the process of him going over there. And we're going to order these guys are also going to do the same thing. These army divisions. Now, these are Army Space Marines. Those are 33 of them. Can I promote more? I don't have that many T-26s right now. Okay, we're just going to have to let that happen. You know what? There are... what's weird about Hearts of Iron, and you guys don't know this, but I was like really involved in Hearts of Iron 3 and Hearts of Iron 4. And Hearts of Iron 3 had some of the same issues. It was, of course, it was a very different game, so there were different issues, but the Hearts of Iron series, ever since I've been playing it, has had all these little things that just goof up. Like, you can even see on my channel here, the last regular video I posted has a bug related to carrier navs that I didn't know about, and apparently no one else knew about either. And the devs have acknowledged it. I know they're going to do their best to fix it, but when did that bug even get into the system? How long has it been there? Why has nobody noticed it? Hearts of Iron is like so complicated at a certain point. It's almost like, I don't want to excuse bad design. Let me make that clear. I don't want to excuse bad design, and I don't want to excuse bad quality control. But there's a certain point where you're like, you have so many features in the game that it becomes hard to find all the little bugs. Have any of you ever played Hearts of Iron 3? If you have, Hearts of Iron 3 didn't have breakthrough in defense. Hearts of Iron 3 had breakthrough was called toughness in that game. And I think there was about a 6-month to 12-month period where toughness just didn't work. And for months, nobody figured it out, knew that it didn't work, until some players were testing something else and they noticed there was something wrong. And then they brought it to the attention of the community, and it had been broken for like 2 major patches. And it's like, well, shit, how did nobody notice that? Well, the developers, okay, they've got their, maybe they should be better at quality control, but players weren't noticing it either. So, yeah, Hearts of Iron can be very disappointing when it's not doing what you want it to do and the little mechanics don't work. But I also understand that, like, there's a point where, like, even I or someone else doesn't know when all the mechanics are working or not working. Like, I was completely shocked that carrier navs just do not shoot back in air combat. And it's like, what? How is that a thing that's even happening? Okay, hold on. All of you aircraft, here's what we're going to do. You're going to... Good Lord, there's a lot of aircraft in Britain. We're going to put you there, and we're going to put you in northern France on logistics strike. Just because we can. What? Fuck you, Yunnan. You know what? I was trying to be nice to you, but you didn't want to do that. Now, I have all these long-range aircraft. And what I'm hoping is that I'm going to be able to still make use of them against Germany. Who knows if it's going to work? I have a feeling it will work. It may not be the most efficient way of doing things, but I have a feeling it will work. Here, hold on. You guys need to be set to doing that and doing that. You guys need to be set to doing that and doing that. And until I'm ready to invade, I'm going to shred Germany's trucks and trains. Now, this is dangerous. What I'm doing here is kind of dangerous because if I destroy Germany's infrastructure in the invasion area, That means my troops have to deal with dead railways and ports and roads and stuff. Okay, let's let all those planes that were sent over there... Yeah, yes, China, I understand. You're very unhappy with me. I don't know why. Here, we're going to improve relations with China. I'm tired of their being jerks. Oh, well. Why am I repairing Kansai Taka and Kantao? I shouldn't know. I really shouldn't be. I shouldn't be repairing this. This is not my area. This shouldn't be in my repair queue. Hearts of Iron. Yeah. Oh, you're 100% right. 900 hours in another game, you'd be considered an expert in Hearts of Iron. You don't even. You're just kind of. Eh. I was watching some folks talking about League of Legends the other day, a game I've never played, but I was looking at how people get involved in that game, and I was just like, oh yeah, okay. You have people who are like performing professional play, and they might have 4,000 hours in it, and they're just now cracking into lower professional leagues, and I'm like, good lord. I think I found another bug, guys. I'm going to save this. I should not be repairing stuff in Japan. All right, there we go. And you saw it live first here. Yeah, if the game is telling me to repair, is having me repair stuff in infrastructure, but I don't control that state anymore. I can't do that. What do I want to do? No. I'm going to do that. We're going to build some infrastructure. Because I realized something that I didn't realize earlier. That I'm eventually going to run out of steel. And we're going to make sure that that doesn't happen. And also, we're boosting some tungsten because I'm going to be doing that. Then we can move on and build some more factories. There we go. We'll do that. But, yeah, I should not have Japanese states that I don't control in my repair queue. That shouldn't be happening. All right. Aircraft are now... Alright, aircraft... Wait, why are you on strategic... Oh, that's just buildings destroyed. Yeah, I don't believe that Zoot Suit riots are happening. Oh, wow, we already port struck these guys. Oh, what? The Kriegsmarine is sitting in the channel. That's not good. Yeah, let's bomb that. Let's bomb those guys. Yeah, let's keep bombing those, the German fleet, till it gets the hint and goes home. Oh wow, Scharnhorst? Yeah, let's just keep bombing. Oh, you know what I never did? I never actually continued my intelligence network. What am I doing? Okay, you go here. You go here. You go here. Now, are you the... Yeah, she's going to stay home and be my master interrogator. There we go. Okay. I can't believe that. He has his fleet docked in the channel. Like the pride of doing that. That's just insane. Okay. I don't need quite this much aluminum. I don't need this much rubber either. How did I suddenly not need rubber anymore? That was weird. Okay. How you doing, Soviets? Are they still getting Lend-Lease for me? Yes, they are still getting Lend-Lease. Okay. Good, 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 good. Let's do that. Cannons 2. Should I build strategic bombers? Oh, no, 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 no. I've got techs over here I should be researching. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, it looks like he moved his fleet out of the way, which is probably for the best. Okay, we're going to go back over here. Okay, all of you guys, you're all going to go to Britain. And you're going to fly from that airfield. You're going to go hit northern France for right now until I find something more constructive for you to do. And we're waiting for Patton's forces to get over there. What? So I want it noted. I just want to note this for the record to the entire audience. Patton decided the best way to get to Europe was to sail to India, rail across India, then get back on a boat, and then... Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, Yankee Joe. Yeah. Like, there ain't no point in testing that against the AI. And when you, just for the record, when you see me test stuff, like, I'm not testing it against the AI, but I'll be testing it under very controlled conditions. What are we... Wait, Corsica... Huh? I'm very confused. This is controlled and owned by Vichy, but there's a British division there defending against an Italian attack? That doesn't make any damn sense. That makes no sense at all. I don't even understand what in the hell's going on. Alright, let's build some nuclear reactors. We're gonna push them up the queue a bit. Alright, let's go. You guys are going up to the queue. I guess this means I need to build and design some kind of heavy bomber, because you cannot drop nukes with tactical bombers. So we're going to do improved large frame. And we're just going to make a very cheap 4-engine strategic bomber. Nothing fancy. Wow, this thing's expensive. What the hell? And that'll... Don't want to put anything else on it. Sure, let's put some bomb sites and some radio nav and... Yeah, let's do that. Okay, that'll... Okay, we got a fancy B-24. Yay. And we're going to produce that. And we're not going to produce this in any great numbers. We're just going to produce some of this. And by the time I get access to nukes, then I should be able to actually do something constructive with it. Let's do that. Okay, Goddard is still there. You know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to swap him out for Oppenheimer once I get a little closer to 1944. Okay, Jody. Yes, I'm sure, Shanzi. You are... Okay, these guys can just go to somewhere else. Here, go to... Where am I? What? Yep, I knew it. I knew I was going to need steel. I knew it. 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 All right. Expand steel production. Okay, looks like Patton has made it there. Okay, well, you know what we're going to do? We're going to swap them to there. I want to keep the channel clear with my aircraft while we're busy beating up on Germany's stuff. Okay, Germany still has plenty of trucks and trains. Yeah, they're I'm sure they're, but we're not making a dent in it right at this moment. We got that. Now, the question is, should I attack now? Should I attack Germany now? It's 43. Why are there British divisions? This isn't supposed to be happening anymore. I can't believe we just had a conversation about how the AI does, there's problems in the game. And I was like, oh, you know, sometimes you gotta cut them some slack. This should not be happening. There should not be British divisions sitting on that island in the middle of the Baltic. And the Germans should not let that sit there either. The Germans should have destroyed them. Oh, is there any way to possibly... Hold on, Yankee Joe. You said to refit existing aircraft. Not to be... I don't have any aircraft I can refit to. But yeah, you can refit aircraft. Like, if I decide that I want to change this to something else, as long as it's the same airframe, I can refit. And I don't even put guns. This bomber has no guns on it at all. I didn't put any guns on it. Now, there is an issue with refitting aircraft, though. Something you should know. And that is, if you refit aircraft in a way that changes their mission, those aircraft may not be able to return to the same air wings they were in before. Which is a problem. That sounds goofy, but let me explain what I mean by that's a problem. You can... aircraft can only go to an air wing that is appropriate for their mission types. So if an aircraft can do air superiority, ground attack, and that's it, that aircraft cannot be assigned to a wing that has air superiority, ground attack, and naval strike. So it is possible to refit aircraft to a point where they are not able to do the jobs they were all of the jobs they were doing before, or they can do a new job they couldn't do before, and then those aircraft will not return to the wing that they came from, which usually isn't a big problem, but it sometimes can surprise people because they're like, why am I not getting those planes back? Well, you're not getting those planes back because they don't do the same mission. It also means that with my production scheme right now, I am like all of these hold on, where are they? These chain lightnings I'm building, they don't go to existing Thunderbolt wings because they can't go to existing Thunderbolt wings. They can't. So the Thunderbolt wings are just going to slowly wither and die. Their aces, though, can move somewhere else. Here, we're going to... Wait, hold on. I do not want that airframe. Okay, hold on. I don't want any of that those Japanese aircraft in my thing. In fact, we're going to get rid of them. This is a drastic action, but I do not want any of these planes accidentally getting put into air wings and, like, I get confused about what they're doing. Okay, there we go. Better. And I'm not going to bother Lend-Leasing them. Okay, I've got a new crop of fighters doing their thing. Yeah. Those Thunderbolts are going to be slowly dying off as time goes on, but that's okay. The aces will transfer over. Are you kidding me? Here, swap to that. Here, someone go rescue her. Nancy, go rescue her. Now, while we're rescuing her, I have enough spies, so we're going to send the two of you on an infiltrate mission. And then we're going to send... When she's done being rescued, I'm going to send some other folks on an infiltrate mission. Germany, you're not really doing a good job here. That better not be the German fleet. It is the German fleet. What are you... What is the sheer doing there? Get your fleet out of the channel, doofuses. Ugh. It's so bad. Oh, look at that. Somebody decided that they are tired of the English Channel being controlled by allies. Fair enough. I will commit more aircraft. That's fine. Oh, that didn't go well at all. Oh my god, we killed 31 enemy planes in one sortie. That's bad. That's really bad, Germany. Alright. I only have 1,000 heavy self-propels available. Can I do this? Nope. So we're going to do a fourth of those, turn those into infantry divisions with that. Then we're going to put those in that army, exercise them while they go across the ocean. Then I'm going to put these guys here. Anti-air upgrade. Yes, thank you. Okay, so these planes are all pretty much exercised. There we go. China's cipher is fully decrypted. Yeah, let's get more steel going. Let's get more steel going. That is not what I wanted you to do, Trike. Okay, we're gonna cut steel imports in, cut rubber imports, cut aluminum imports. There we go. That will do what I wanted to do. Who else can I decrypt today? Hungary, you're next up on the list. Channel? Okay. Ah, there we go. Well, you snooze, you lose, Germany. You didn't have to leave your destroyers in the places where my airplanes were. That was a really boneheaded thing to do. Alright, when these divisions get across the ocean and are trained properly, I'm going to give Patton his orders for invading France. Then we are going to divvy up this army. No, I'm sorry. This army into a couple of different sections and get it ready for offensive action. Yay. Let's see. Let's see. Do I even need? Sure. Let's invent the Thompson submachine gun. That's probably something I should do. I mean, yeah. Okay, another dead German destroyer, guys. Well, Yankee Joe, if you're not sure how to manage aircraft, I'm actually still learning a little bit about aircraft stuff myself. There's, how do I put this? No, what I was about to say wasn't going to make any sense. Let me try and put this another way. I understand how planes are designed, and I understand what the AI is doing with planes, but there are some weird nuances with when applying planes to certain missions with certain modifiers that I don't understand. I had a discussion today with someone who was talking about the multiplayer meta being pure CV-nav carriers. But he couldn't explain to me why that was the meta. And I'm like, well, what? He couldn't give me a good explanation for it. But the best I could come up with was that there wasn't enough ability to disrupt or shoot down carrier navs before they could actually inflict damage. But I have to test that because I've had people tell me something was an MP meta before, and they weren't lying, but the meta wasn't taking into account certain things that actually mattered. I do know that the AI is very not good at designing planes in the plane designer. But that's because Paradox wants it to be like semi-historical, which isn't necessarily bad. But that does mean that there's a point where you're like, well, I designed a better plane. The AI is stuck doing the historical plane, and it just gets shredded. All right, folks, time to make a new sub. While we're at it, let's make a better sub. We're going to put Radar 4 on it. And we're going to name it after historical submarines. Okay. I think I have enough. Yeah, I've got the convoys I need now. We're going to build an entire new... Render those guys obsolete. We're going to build an entire new generation of subs. These are ridiculously expensive submarines. Like, they're insanely pricey, but that's okay. I don't care if they're pricey. Did I actually? Yeah, I did. I wanted to make sure I picked up homing torpedoes. We have the homing torpedo, so I've got everything I need for submarines. Now, I want to tell everyone watching, though, that when I was playing multiplayer, one of the things we did to modify the game is that we made this technology here for destroyer torpedoes apply to subs. So you couldn't just research the hull and have the absolute best torpedo rooms for your subs. You'd have to put some time and effort researching that as well. And I always thought that was a good way of balancing the game. Wow, I have pathetic tank technology. I really do. It's pitiful. Let's go ahead and research log 2 on here. Why do you say you're using outdated equipment? Who's making outdated equipment? Oh, yeah. There we go. I am... Hold on. What the hell? Oh, that's why I need... Oh, yeah. I forgot those subs require a lot more steel than the ones I was making. Britain, I need your steel again. I also need chromium again. And we're going to cut back our import of rubber. And we're going to cut back our import of aluminum. There we go. Alright, we're almost done with those nuclear reactors. Guess I should build some more. Yeah, let's build some more nuclear reactors. You know what? We don't have a nuclear reactor there. We don't have one. Yeah, that'll work better. Okay, we are ready to go. These guys are still exercising. They're not quite done yet. They will be done shortly. Streamlined. Okay. We're going to pick up a tech I probably should have picked up a while ago. Pick up Engineer 3. Alright. These guys are done, man. Okay. I love the way we're doing this. Put that there. Okay. I'm gonna go. You know what? If I was in charge of Hearts of Iron 4's development, you know what I would do? I wouldn't fix any of the bugs. I wouldn't fix any of the balance issues. I would make it so that there was a way to select 24 divisions with a quick button. So that I could make 24 division armies for use in like groupings of this kind. Instead of having to go through and select and do all kinds of crazy nonsense. Alright. You're gonna, Omar Bradley, you're gonna take that. Clark, you're gonna take that. Let's see. What do I want to do here? Yeah, we're gonna add 9 division. No. See what I'm talking about here? I can't even do things correctly. You guys are all now infantry divisions. And you're all going to go here. Now it's going to take those guys a little bit to get to where they need to go, and that's fine. Yeah, let's pick that up. Let's pick that up. That'll be fun. Okay. Got more divisions heading to Europe. Okay, hold on. I've got that in progress. No. Here, infiltrate the army. Then we're also going to infiltrate the Air Force, because I should have the spies for that. I do. There we go. All right. Britain, did you attack La Rochelle without telling me? That was really idiotic of you. All right, Patton, you are up. Yeah, we're gonna close that out. Okay. Okay, these 2 divisions are gonna go from Dover to there. These 2 divisions are going to launch from Dover to there. And we're going to do the opposite of what they did historically, which was they made the Germans think there was an invasion happening at Dunkirk and Calais, but they instead invaded in Normandy. And I'm just going to go ahead and invade in the close area. However, I have so many divisions that I can put on this task that I will be also hitting that area too. But we're not going all the way to Cherbourg. That's not what's going to happen. And we're going to do that. And we're going to lead this all with the Marines. Fun historical fact for those who are watching. The largest amphibious invasion in history, the invasion at Normandy, there were no Marines at that because all the Marines were in the Pacific. Now, had the Japanese home islands been invaded, that would have been the largest one that ever happened, but Japan capitulated before that ever took place. But it's always been interesting to me that the largest amphibious invasion in history did not include the people who were the best at amphibious invasions in history. Okay, now the question is, where is the Luftwaffe? Germany, where'd your Air Force go, buddy? I mean, he still kind of has an Air Force. There. Now, did I actually clear out all the things that they were doing over here? I did not. All right. We're gonna... Come on. Tell these guys we don't need you in those EC zones anymore. We're going to order you guys to convoy raid. Alright. Let those subs get over here. Yes, that is what we'll do. We'll get those subs over here. Oh, great. I've got resource shortages again. Okay. I don't know how that happened, although I have my suspicions. That must be that's the strategic bombers coming online. Okay, we're going to expand steel again. We're going to expand chromium again. As I desperately try to become more and more self-sufficient on trade goods. Because this really isn't about winning the war. This is really about the U.S. making money. Oh, look at that. It's beautiful. Look at all the German convoys. Port strike. Oh, that's not going to go well for you guys. Now, I'm not worried about whether Germany runs out of convoys. I mean, they've got 800. It's not like I'm going to kill all their convoys anytime soon. But I want to cut the supply that they're trying to send through the channel, which nobody should ever be sending supply through the channel if you are playing Germany and you've occupied France. But if someone is going to send supply through the channel instead of forcing that supply to move by rail, then they will be punished for it, and they will be punished for it in this way. The way they're being punished right now. I have no idea why Germany thinks that that's a good idea. Now, he has also brought in some of his own planes, but yeah, your nav, what do you got? You got little navs there? Oh, that's cute. That's so cute. Oh my god. Jeez, I shot down 1,300 Luftwaffe aircraft. Oh, alright. Basic guided missile. Jet engines, you're up. What resources am I short on now? Why do I still have... Okay, I still have a couple of these that are not fully upgraded yet. Okay, upgrade. That's 10 convoys dead. Okay, that's an insane... Those are insane losses. Nobody... Germany, just... You need to... You know what I should do? If I didn't think it would cause a weird version of a copyright strike, I should get, like... that Freaky Frank guy who does the "you should stop" meme. I should post that. I should really post that because Germany really needs to stop. They're just losing convoys for nothing. They really just they need to stop. Stopping would be good for them. All right. Excuse me. Hold on. I need to check something. No, that's not what I want to do. I want to put up... I think it's time to put up a poll. That's what I think. I need to... And I think... of your jackassery, submarine spam is the USA. Oh yeah, it really is. It shouldn't be something to behold, but it really it is, and it's terrible. It shouldn't. Submarines are so weird because they were a powerful weapon, and I had to remind some people just this week that a significant number of aircraft carriers lost in World War II were lost as submarines. So it's not like using submarines to sink surface fleets didn't happen. But the AI is not very good at... the AI is not very good at dealing with submarines. But I'm going to post a poll. I'm going to go ahead and post a poll because I'm going to be honest, I don't think Germany's going to survive my invasion here. So I'm going to post a poll and ask everybody, what game should I play next? And we'll say Hearts of Iron 4, CK3, because we got new CK stuff coming out. Vic 3, Vicky 3. World of Warships. And we'll post that, and I'm gonna let that poll run for just a little bit. I'm not gonna close it immediately, but I've got that poll going, and we're gonna see what we can accomplish. All right, can I win the war before the session is over? Omar Bradley, you don't need a trait. We do need a commander over here. Courtney Hodges, you're up, buddy. All right, do I actually have naval supremacy? Oh, yeah, we totally have naval supremacy. We are not even close to having any German resistance in the channel. Oh, thanks, British Malaya. You know, I was counting on that aluminum. You don't want to send me any aluminum? Fine. I guess I'll buy some... Oh, the Soviets opened trade up again. Wow, that's great. They closed... We were facing closed trade with them earlier. All right. It's time. We're going to invade Europe. We are ashore, lads. We are ashore. Okay. We've taken... Hold on. No, you guys need to go that way. There we go. Now, we have plenty of air power. As you can see, I'm just melting divisions left and right here. Okay, we took... Hold on. You need to clear all your battle plans for a second. Okay. You need to go this way. You, except for one of you, needs to go this way. And now I need to send you guys... Go to Dover. No, stop. I said go to Dover. Yes, thank you. And we're going to send you guys across the channel. Alright. We have made it ashore, first wave across. Hodges is going to be taking command of that little front for right now. And by taking command, I mean I'm just going to give him a battle plan so we can fill that up. Alright, port strike. Oh, well, that's 2 more dead German destroyers. Log 3. We're going to need logistics here. Okay. We also took that port. Oh, we took a second port. Excellent. Okay, you guys are off your garrison order. I want you motorized, and I want you to Portsmouth is where I want you. I want you across. Are all of you... Did I actually... Oh, I didn't motorize everyone's supply because I'm an idiot. Okay, now we're... Oh, Japan is going to try and become free. Well, you know what? I'm okay if they're free. Alright. Omar Bradley, you're up, buddy.
I need you to do some Operation Cobra stuff and get out.
Let's do a breakout. Thompson is done. Alright, that's good news. And... yeah, let's put some better rocket artillery into production. That's a good idea, right? I mean, that makes sense, doesn't it? I have so much infantry kits. We need more steel. I need even more aluminum. And we're going to pick up... Is that the last doctrine? It is. We've got breakthrough now. Excellent. All right. Everyone, you may execute your battle plans, but I'm going to have to move some air power around. And then we're going to move these guys there. You know what? I'm not worried about it. Alright, we got the mortar finished. That's always good. I'm probably the only person in the entire universe Oh, the friggin' Allied units. Yeah, well, we're gonna hopefully the Allies are busy tied up elsewhere. I don't have to deal with them, Yankee Joe. But, oh, nope, too late. They're already here. It's gonna be logistical chaos. Let's see. Well, now I forgot what I was gonna do. I got so involved in Operation Overlord, I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing. We're gonna research... Oh, I'm gonna research Guided Missile 3. Guided Missile 2. And I'm gonna see if I can show you something goofy with it. We'll see if we get there before the game. Alright, we're gonna liberate Paris. Alright, it's the mighty half-strength Panzer Division. Yeah, that guy's not gonna win. Clark, you're up, buddy. We should have enough of a foothold in Germany. Get you across the channel. We have completed an operation. Well, we may... by the time I've infiltrated Germany's government, the war might be over. This is insanity. I didn't know Germany was doing this bad. Well, Patton's wounded again. Do you have any traits? I don't care about those traits, so shut up. How about you, Dwight? What do you got for me? Alright, Ike doesn't have anything that I care about right now. Okay, hold on. This is silly. Okay, Germany's almost lost 1 million men to Greece? Okay, guys. I just want it noted for the record that loyal Japan has sent troops to help us. Good job, Japan. I'm so proud of you. We have American Japan fighting in Greece. Why are we declaring war on Iraq? Oh, that's the historical thing. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. Yes, yes, yes. Whatever. I will attack Iraq. I don't care. Do whatever you want to do. Now, do I need to order some new wings? Yeah, let's start exercising these guys. I want to appoint anyone else? Well, I could have appointed Kincaid, but, we're not going to need to do that anymore. Excuse me. Yes, Hodges, you're up. Make those Marines even better. Oh, it's probably not going to matter at this point. I don't think... Yes, Japan. Yes, come Japan. B-29s. Well, I'd love to use B-29s, General Arc, but I don't think we're going to have time to get them implemented. And General Arc, what you may not know, sir, because you have just joined us, is I'm only building B-24s because I started a nuclear program, and you can't drop nukes with tactical bombers. I've been doing a very heavy tactical bomber focused run through. You see, I've already got the advanced medium airframe in place, and I have been busy spamming these kinds of planes and these kinds of planes. The medium airframe already won me the war against Japan. That's why supervised state Japan is helping me in Europe. But don't worry, General Arc. If things get really rough, I will research the B-29 if I need to defeat actual Japan in the Kuriles. Because when I was negotiating the peace conference, both China and the U.S. forgot to take the Kuriles. So, yeah, Hirohito rules the Kurile Islands. He doesn't have any... There's no MIC in the islands, and there's no ports there, but he has... he's still there. So maybe we'll need strategic bombers for that. You know what? I'm not going to even click on all those notifiers. Now, Vichy is at war with us, so we do need to do that. Can I convert you guys to infantry divisions? You're not ready. How about, can I convert you guys to infantry divisions? Yeah, you guys are ready. I'm going to put you there. Put you there. Motorized you. Who are we going to put in charge? How about Truska? Yeah, we'll put him in charge. Sure, that's a good idea. Put you there. Do that. Convert all of you to Space Marines, and you can receive new equipment while you're in... Oh. Yes, he is. Yes, now he's... Yeah. Hirohito's now like those historical Japanese soldiers that didn't know the war ended. Now he's like the same thing. He's hiding out on a little island, kind of like Napoleon. One half Napoleon, one half Japanese soldier that never surrendered. What I'm more shocked by anything else is that China couldn't be bothered to order me to take those islands because they were really adamant in the peace process that they wanted to take a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, you can. Yeah, I really should not have done that. That was me being an idiot. But in fairness, who could have guessed that they wouldn't have bothered? Okay, hold on. We are running out of air power. Okay, you guys go there, and we're gonna move aircraft. Why are there 24? I didn't put 24 aircraft there, you idiots. You know, I really try. And I try to be a good player. And I can't be a good player. Why? Because the freaking AI overstacks the damn airfields when I'm trying to use them to attack the Axis powers. This is going to be a side note, but are any of you familiar with the comedian Sam Kinison from the 1980s? Sam Kinison, if I was a different kind of person, I would be doing a Sam Kinison plays Hearts of Iron version thing right now, where I would be swearing and yelling at the AI because of its horrible, stupid behavior. Okay, alright, okay, good. Okay, there we go. And we're gonna take... Alright, we've taken Brest, which is a... You know what? If you're not familiar with Sam Kinnison's content, he's a great example of a very offensive comedian but he's funny because some of what he's saying is both offensive and smart at the same time. It's a little out of date, but his routine about what happens to married people when they go to hell is so ridiculously funny. It's great. It's almost as funny as what's about to happen to Vichy. Oh, should I move some aircraft to Vichy? You know what? That's exactly what we're going to do. Put you guys on ground attack, and there you go. Go bomb stuff in Vichy. Soviets, you want to come do the race to Berlin? No? Okay, you don't have to do the race to Berlin. I mean, it's fine. I'm not mad at you. You don't have to do the race to Berlin. Oh, wow. My poll's showing me that some people are wanting to vote for World of Warships, and some people are voting for another round of Hearts of Iron. Here, we're gonna just... This is a complete mess. Look at this. This is insane. Did they really just let... They did. They just let divisions drive all the way to the coast. Guys. I suppose I have no one to blame but myself for that, because I wasn't microing effectively. We're going to do that. The Yalta Conference. Yeah, I don't care about Yalta. And we're gonna do that. And you know what? We're gonna order all of you guys. No. I don't care about cohesion. I want all of you to be very aggressive. I don't want the Soviets to suddenly decide that the front is collapsing and then they can try and beat me to Berlin. That isn't what's gonna happen. You guys go that way. Destroy those divisions. That is not good. You guys go that way. There we go. Philippines? Why are you not... Oh, because they weren't at war with Iraq. Good job, guys. Yeah, here. Fly here and put some air power over Berlin. That's a good activity. Excuse me. General Ark has... Yes, Yankee Joe. Yes, that's exactly who. Live where the food is. Why so many gun production lines? That is a great question. I should make an entire video about this. There's two reasons. Reason number one, this is the way I learned to play Hearts of Iron 4, so this is the way I do it now. But two, several patches ago, I discovered that production efficiency was retained differently depending on whether you assigned factories to a different production line versus swapping a production line over. Here, let me... Do I have a production line that's... Yes, I do. The truck production line. Okay. Here, I'm going to save the game and show you what I'm talking about. Because everyone always, in my live streams, in my videos, people are always thinking I'm an idiot because I do that. But I want to show you why I do this. And this is something that I stumbled onto by accident, but I've done it ever since. Okay. So I'm going to move this to the top just to make it clear. This production line is 100% efficient. It cannot get any more production efficiency, right? Now, I'm going to, just for the purposes of this test, I'm going to create a new production line with no factories on it. Here. Okay, this has no factories on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that. And you can see that the production efficiency drops all the way to 10% when I assign it. But if I order these guys to swap over... Oh, they fixed it! They fixed that bug! Oh my god, they fixed that bug! I spent so much time talking about it. Now you guys think I'm insane. It used to be that if you did it the way I just showed you, this production line would have about 10% more efficiency. It's playing on another dimension. Now it doesn't actually do that anymore. It used to do that. It used to be different. Now they've changed it around. Here, I'm going to go back. I want to try something else. Hold on. I want to see if I'm actually... Okay. I want to make sure that I'm doing this right. All right. I have tanks here. Okay, these tanks... No, wait, hold on. Let me do it with... Yeah, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try something. I'm going to try this differently. I'm going to start a new production line, and just for test purposes, I'm going to make it a different kind of AA gun. And I'm going to take one factory off, put it on there. That's 10%. But if I swap him to... Yes, do you see what happened here? Do you see how when I swap that production line over by moving a factory, it killed the production efficiency. But when I just said, hey AA gun, do a different kind of AA gun, it retained different efficiency. Does everybody see that? This is live. Everyone knows I'm not crazy because I did it live. I'm doing it live. Everyone knows I'm not crazy. So when you swap within the same category of equipment, like from one type of infantry kit to another type of infantry kit, you get more production efficiency if you swap the line. Now, here's the weird part. If I only wanted to make like this production line produce a different kind of infantry kit, and I wanted to leave these running, then it would be better to just have these in batches of 15. I don't do that in single player very often, but in multiplayer, I will often have like some infantry kit lines running different kinds of kits because of how I want them to be super production efficient. Does that make sense to everybody? Please tell me that makes sense, what I just did. Ugh. God. For a minute I thought I was going crazy, but no, they didn't change it. No. There is a good reason for what I'm doing. It is also a habit I got into, but I do actually have a reason for it. It's just not super apparent in single player. It's also not super apparent when like I'm pushing the AI around and beating it like it's a stepchild. If I was playing a much more difficult game, I'd probably be like swapping one production line and doing some other microing production lines in different ways. But now the next time someone says in comments, "Oh, why are you doing that? That doesn't make sense," I can just say, "Hey, go to timestamp. I don't know, where are we at in the stream? 2 hours into the stream, and it'll show you why." I might even make a clip of this. I'm not a YouTuber that has a clip channel, so I'm not sure that counts. Vichy, do you want to go ahead and give up? Did I take Berlin? Oh, we did. Wait. Why is Berlin currently controlled by the Netherlands?
Okay, fine, Netherlands.
You can control Germany. I mean, that's fine. Like, I did all the work, but you get credit for it. log 3. That'll help. Okay, Germany's about to capitulate. Okay, Vichy is collapsed. Okay, Bulgaria's flipped into a civil war. That's good. Oh, hell, I don't even know what to research anymore. Sure, let's do night vision. Sure, let's do that. And let's build more nuclear reactors. Because I don't really know what else to do with my life. See, there was the historical Manhattan Project, but this is the interstate nuclear project, where we just do it in every state all the time. Here, you guys everybody just attack Italy. There. There, I'm just going to do that because that's all I should need to do. And put you in the Alpine region, put you in the Alpine region, put you guys there, you guys in the Alpine region, and air superiority there. Yeah, and we're going to move you guys up. Alright, there we go. That should be enough air power, right? We'll do that. Okay, this should be easy. Defeat Italy. Go, hurry up, defeat Italy. It's the Iron Drunkard. You know what's really got to be chapping Stalin's ass cheeks right now? The fact that I capitulated Germany before they'd even gotten to Poland, so now there's an independent allied Poland sitting right in the middle of their occupation zones, and there's nothing they can do about it. Oh God, what are we doing? Oh, you guys have to clear that division out. Yeah, that's fine. Wipe that guy out. Come on. Okay. You guys are going to go to Parma and then down the coast. Now, the question on everyone's mind is, well, okay, that isn't what I really thought we were going to do, but okay. The real question on my mind was whether Italy was going to do the whole Reggie El Sud thing. Let Patton off the leash. Yeah, no kidding. He's trying to get to where the front is. He can't even get there. Come on, Patton. Let's go, buddy. Oh, yeah. Let's research even more artillery. I don't even know what to make anymore. Let's make more guns. There we go. More submachine guns. That's fine. Okay, is Italy going to capitulate anytime soon? Oh, I've got to defeat Montenegro? How is Montenegro a freaking major power? Who's writing this fan fiction? Ugh. You know what I should have done? I should have loaded up Tropico. That would make as much sense as what's happening right now. They didn't even get a chance to fire Mussolini. That's pretty bad for them. Oh, I got another, even more research. Oh, let's DM2 carbine. Sure, let's do that. Denmark is back from the dead. Come on, Italy, capitulate. All right, there we go. I mean, well done, Italy, but they broke into a civil war that doesn't matter because they are 100% occupied. Is there even... Yeah, they didn't... Yeah, there's no Italy. There's no... Here, just finish these guys off, and then we can go march through the Balkans real fast. All right, guys, come on. Here, march. Go to Greece. I guess I should move the air power around. Okay, we're gonna move some of these aircraft around because there we go. All right, Balkans have air power. And then we're going to move these guys here and put it over the Northern Balkans. There we go. What have I just finished? Did I finish? Oh, we finished the jet engine. That's good. All right. Modern medium airframe? Sure, we'll do that in 280 days. That's not a problem. And you know what? Oh dear. I hope you're laughing your asses off because it's funny and you're being entertained and not because of poor gameplay on my part. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, well, okay. You know what? We're going to do jet engines. Yeah, let's do jet engines. That's going to raise the thrust that it can have, which that's going to be funny by itself. Okay. Now, you know what? I don't need to do that. I spent all this time and effort to do that. And what have I discovered? Well, what I've discovered is I don't need this right now. Oh, wait. Can I add more armor plates if I do that? Yeah, I can. And can I... Wait. Hold on. I have a fiendishly cunning plan. Weight exceeds thrust. Are you kidding me? Oh, that's because I didn't put the jet engines on. How about now? Weight still exceeds thrust. 3 jet engines? All right. Chain Lightning A1 is now a 3 jet engine aircraft. Does it make sense? Oh, yeah, the B-20... the B-24. You know... I didn't even... maybe, you know what? Maybe we can fix that. Let's give it a better picture. There we go. There we go. Now it doesn't have the B-17. On a different playing field. Oh, goodness. Okay, and we're going to order these guys to start recycling airframes. There we go. Did I only have 2 of those lines? Okay, now I'm an idiot. Okay, yeah, that's what we're going to do. But that means I need more tungsten. Good Lord. All right, Portugal, you are now a tungsten person. And I'm going to do that, but I don't need as much chromium. Don't need as much rubber. Why don't I need as much aluminum? Oh, that's because we're occupying aluminum. I'm an idiot. I should have known that. Okay. There we go. All right, let's see. Okay, this is now where I don't know how to interpret data in this interface anymore. Okay, this is Axis-controlled territory. That's Soviet territory, so I can't march through it. That is... Yugoslavia popped back into existence, but they're still isolated. Okay, which version of Bulgaria is this? This is the one with the Regency Council. Okay, so that's the one I have to defeat. And there's Montenegro, which I have to defeat. And okay, just go. Go forth and do the best you can. I don't have... What am I going to use a tank designer for? Not only do I not have a tank designer, here's the funny part. This is the same tank I've been building since, like, the beginning of the game. The only thing I did is I swapped in a better howitzer. No, you know what? You're right. I need a better tank. Here we go. Oh, wait. Nope, I don't have... Wait, am I not done researching that yet? Oh, nope. I can't do heavy howitzer yet. You know, when I get the heavy howitzer, I'll buy a tank designer. Here, which tank designer do I want? Here we go. We're going to appoint Chrysler, and then I'm going to slap on a heavy howitzer, unless the war ends before then. Okay, why is this battle... Oh, that's because they retreat. That's why that's happening. Okay, that makes sense. I thought they were mysteriously retaking the tile, but no, it had to do with how they were retreating. I was going to become very angry. All right, just drive to Sofia. That's fine. They really are. They really are the true Messiah. And like I said last time, the reason I designed this tank this way is because I'm abusing self-propelled artillery, which boosts soft attack, but self-propelled artillery techs don't care where that soft attack comes from. So, like these techs boost self-propelled artillery attack, but it doesn't care if it comes from that module, or that module, or that module, or that module, or that module. So, yeah, I'm just, loading up with all the extra cannons. That shouldn't... I've actually talked to the devs about that, and they think that's acceptable because of just how the way the game is designed. But it's silly that technology that makes howitzers better also makes the little cannons on tanks better in a way that makes them better at supporting infantry at long range, which doesn't make any damn sense. There we go. Okay. We ready? We ready to go to the next level? Heavy howitzer. All right. Oh, and it's still 4 kph. Yay, we can do it. All right. And we're going to call this... what are we going to call this one? We're going to call this the Sinful Tank, because it's a sin that it exists. And then what we're going to do... We're going to let Chrysler refit all the tanks in inventory. With all the refitting I've done, I probably should have taken that tech, but you know what? I'll just have to live without it. Where in the hell? Sure, let's do that. That's a good tech to do. By the way, who is still... Okay, Bulgaria still has not capitulated. Why? There we go. Ooh, that's a good question. From what I hear, people like it in MP, but I'm not the expert on its use in multiplayer, because I haven't played a really good multiplayer game in a while. And every time I talk to people about the US meta in MP, the only thing they care about right now is getting out of Great Depression and getting out of undisturbed isolation. I'm pretty sure that there's probably a bunch of players that like it, but don't take my word for it. I don't want to lead you down the wrong path. As we have seen, I'm not exactly the best player anymore. What do I want to do? Well, are there any ships worth taking? I don't want to take any ships. Okay, the Soviets and Britain both have more than I do. So, how do I negotiate this? Can we turn Italy into a supervised state? Nope. I don't... You know, I'm going to pass for a turn. And I'm going to pass another turn. Oh, no. Well, now I'm not going to be able to do any of the things that I want to do. No. What we're going to do is we're going to add war reparations to... yeah, they're not going to let me do that. Alright, I'm just going to get war reparations. Select all and continue. And I'm just going to keep demanding war reparations until I get paid off. Yeah, that's the thing about tank destroyers, Yankee Joe, is that at a certain point, like with the way the techs work and with the way the guns set up, there's really no reason not to do what you're describing. And what makes me laugh is that it ironically validates U.S. tank destroyer doctrine from the historical war. Demilitarize the Rhineland. Yeah, let me get right on that. You're right. Making separate divisions for TDs is tedious and a pain, except in one case, which I'll describe later. But can I add a demilitarized zone? Yeah, we're going to demilitarize. You know what? We're going to make a bigger demilitarized zone. That's what we're going to do. Okay. Can I also demand... I'm going to demand war reparations. Demand them all. Demand it all. But it does, as I was saying, yeah, you're right, it does invalidate, or it does sort of validate U.S. tank destroyer doctrine, which was to have those tank destroyers in battalions that you would feed out to divisions on the line. All right, let's confirm an exit. All right, what unholy mess of a post-war situation do we have? Okay, so we have a British occupation zone. We have the German Republic with a demilitarized zone and war reparations. The Soviets took part of Germany. There's Soviet Czechoslovakia. The Poles took... Oh, the Poles took a bunch of stuff from Germany to compensate them for the territory they lost to the Soviets? Yugoslavia is restored. Austria is restored. There's a Republic of Italy, but there's also a Soviet Italy. There's a Kingdom of Libya with a tiny little Republican Italy enclave. Like, I don't even, like, know what you're doing over there. Albania. What? Albania is a puppet of the Soviet Union? Yeah, okay. I don't know. Does this count as a win for anybody? This is terrible. This is a terrible, terrible outcome. I did all the work, and the Soviets had so much war score. Jeez. Yeah, you know what I should have done? I did this wrong. I should have stopped here, and then I should have, like, once I liberated Denmark, I should have invaded here and occupied all this stuff. That's what I should have done. Now, the question is, how many factories... Oh, yeah, separate division for tank arty. Oh, well, I actually, at some point, want to create a video where I defeat people with just motorized battalions backed up by self-propelled artillery and no real tanks and no tank destroyers, just to prove how ridiculous it can be. I know a lot of players that do not like self-propelled artillery though. There are a lot of people that don't think it's very cost effective. A lot of players have this love for regular tanks with regular guns on them. And I see their point, but I really don't like doing that. And I'll show you why. Like, ignore the fact that I put a ridiculously huge howitzer on here. If we go to medium cannons, like, this costs 3 and uses tungsten and steel. And if I use, like, a improved medium cannon, that's, like, costs 4 and uses 2 steel and uses tungsten and chromium. But look at the stats on that. And, okay, those stats are great. But if I just want soft attack, I could just do this, and I can save on the tungsten and the chromium. And there's a lot of countries that might not want to spend that tungsten or chromium. Or at least until they have, like, occupied other countries or have done certain things. Like, I was getting silly with my economics here. But that's because I didn't feel like swapping out a free trade. So I was just constantly, like, prospecting for resources. But as Germany, you kind of got to make a decision. Like, how much tungsten and how much chromium do you really want? And while you can occupy chromium, take a look at our resource map for a second. While there's chromium to occupy in Yugoslavia and Greece, tungsten is a whole other ballgame, and you're not going to get enough out of there if you're going to put 65 factories on tanks, and if it's 2 tungsten per factory, like, at a certain point, Portugal may not even be able to meet your needs. But that's just my little rant about tank design. Ugh, I can't believe that. I won the war, and it's almost, I still have a little bit of time. Well, let me take a look. I didn't even check let me check the poll I gave. Well, oh, the difference. I will show you. Okay. Here, let's, okay, close support gun, 25 soft attack, piercing 10, production cost 4, 1 steel. Okay. And it reduces speed by 0.2 kilometers. Medium howitzer, 35 soft attack, piercing 20, production cost 4, costs 1 steel, reduces reliability further. Improved medium howitzer, 3 steel, 1 tungsten, 1 chromium, soft attack 45, hard attack 2, 0.4 reduction in speed, piercing 30. And then you've, of course, the rocket launcher, which I used to use in a ridiculous way, but we're not going to talk about that right now. And if we go over here, the heavy howitzer, 55 soft attack, reduction in speed by half a kph, piercing 60, uses 3 steel, 1 tungsten, 1 chromium. So if you said, and this is something I make the point about in one of my videos, where I'm like, look, you need to design vehicles based on goals. If your goal is to mass produce tanks that do not use tungsten or chromium, that close support gun is your best friend. It really is, because it costs 1 steel. And you can make a tank that has decent soft attack, that has no tungsten cost. In general arc, in single player, you can get away with that, kind of. And I say kind of because the AI has some issues with the way it sets up its tank production. But you will find that light tanks are not super good once you get past a certain point. Because they're like, let's take a look at some light tank stats. Okay. And just to make this clear, We're talking about, there's this tank, and I'm going to go ahead and get the improved light tank chassis. Let me throw up some cheats so we can talk about the 1936 light tank. Okay. Because that's sort of the basic light tank. You don't ever want to go to 41 unless you have some weird requirement. Okay. So I got a light tank here. What can I do with this light tank? Well, we're going to make sure we give it... No. We're going to give it the Christie suspension. Give it welded armor. Keep the gas tank on it. All right. I can put a close support gun. I can put any of these things on it. And I can keep the turret. This turret, the one-man turret, which is fairly cheap. Or I can throw a two-man turret or a three-man turret on there. So I could do something like this. Go with a two-man turret. Not turn this into self-propelled artillery. And then I could do something like, we'll slap a radio on there and maybe some machine guns. Additional machine guns are usually like, there's nothing wrong with doing that. And for this exercise, I'm not going to put extra fuel barrels on it. We're just talking about basic stats here. Okay, so I've got my light tank here. We probably want it to go faster if we're going to use mass light tanks. So here, we'll give it a 10 kph speed. Okay. This has 10 piercing, 19 armor, decent breakthrough, and some nice soft attack. This could do okay against like France and Yugoslavia. When you start facing the Eastern Front in 41, like this really low armor rating ain't gonna cut it anymore. It also doesn't have the hardness that I would like, and that won't be clear until, let me save this design, and I'm gonna create a fake new division. And we're going to go over here to light tank. The light tank has a hardness of 80%. But, like, if I have, like... Do I even have a... Wait. Oh, I don't have a design for that category. Hold on. I need to design it. Let me design a medium tank. Just a random, regular medium tank. Here. Duplicate. Swap you to... You're a heavy tank. Damn it. I'm not paying attention. Here, let me go research a slightly better medium tank. Put that cheat back on. Research slightly better medium tank. Go over here. We're going to put just like a gun on it. We're going to put the Christie suspension, welded armor. You can already see that the armor is much better. And then if I put that in a division... It has higher hardness. Heavy tanks have even more hardness. So when you're dealing with light tanks, early on massed light tanks are okay, but eventually, like, you do not want to use them on the Eastern Front unless you're doing some kind of meme build where you use like a super fast light tank with like a really awesome, like a ridiculous engine to try and just overrun retreating Soviets. But in terms of actual, like, doing heavy fighting, you really need medium tanks. Now, having said that, nothing stops you from slowly phasing them out. Okay, nothing stops you from slowly phasing them out. You don't have to just dump them immediately. And nothing stops you from doing what I do as the Soviets when I start a game. And let me show you what I mean by that. I'm going to show you what I do with the Soviets at the start of the game. Or I should say start of the game. I should say super early in the game. The Soviets start with BT-7s, which are that improved light tank, and they've already got 3 factories on it. I can just leave those 3 factories on there. When I get some Army XP, and I'm going to just cheat in some Army XP right now. But you know you're going to get some Army XP from Spanish Civil War. So you can go in here and say, okay, this is the tank I started with. I have a production line going at full speed with 3 factories on it. I leave the factories on that production line, let that production line keep running. When I get the Army XP, I can say, okay, I want this to be a 12 kph tank, so we're going to make it that. And then I'm going to save this as a design. Boom. Now I've got a 12 kph tank if I want to make 12 kph divisions. And I can just swap it over, and I barely lose any production efficiency. And so there's no reason you can't do that for earlier stuff, and then you use your handy-dandy refit to refit all the BT-7s into light tanks that you can use early on, and then when you get real tanks in production, these light tanks that I've just redesigned here get turned into armored recon for later. Does that make sense? That's a long way of getting to what we were talking about, but that's kind of how I feel about massed light tanks. It's not like the old days. In the old days, you could do a light tank division could drive from Warsaw to Moscow and just snake through and destroy the Red Army. I'm so glad they implemented better logistics at a certain point. All right, now, while I'm thinking about it, let's see. Okay, most people wanted me to play Hearts of Iron 4 next. I'll go ahead and end that poll. I guess that means I'm playing Hearts of Iron next week. Oh yeah, there is a lot of stuff. Well, and I don't know it all. Trust me, even I don't know it all. I just know, like, because I haven't played multiplayer in a while, there's still, like, things that I don't remember. I do want to show you guys something funny, though. You want to see something really silly? I'm going to show you something. Something I discovered the other day. Alright, we're going to go here. We're going to research this. I found a way to make a rocket fighter that actually was useful. If you've ever used rocket interceptors, you know that they have the worst range ever. But I found a way to make rocket interceptors better. That's the improved small airframe. I do not want that. Where's my modern airframe? Or my advanced, I should say. If we use that, and if we swap in... Oh, wait, hold on. I need another tech. I forgot a tech. Hold on. No, there's a good tech coming. Hold on. Do that, do that, do that. Do that, do that. Okay, there we go. Now, goofiest thing you can do with an aircraft. This is not something you should do with an aircraft, but it works. Rocket 3. And then we slap on drop tanks, extra fuel tanks, and extra fuel tanks. And then I can mount cannons, 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 and... No, not bomb locks. Well, you know, no, we'll put bomb locks on there. And you now have a rocket interceptor that actually has a range of 700 kilometers. It shouldn't be able to do this. Rocket interceptors are supposed to be really short range, but nothing stops you from just adding range upgrades to it like this. I can even do that. There you go. Look at that. And I can use all 50 units of thrust on a rocket interceptor to make a long-range aircraft. And here's the best part. Look at the fuel usage. Rocket interceptors use almost no fuel compared to if I swap this to, say, let's go to a Tier 4 engine. You see the difference in the fuel consumption? So, yeah. The stupidest thing I can show anyone today is the rocket interceptor with actual real range and enough thrust to haul around tons and tons of cannons. It gets even more insane if you have the modern airframe. All right. You know what? I don't think I should get started with another game of Hearts of Iron tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and call it for right now. But I'm going to be back next Monday night with even more streaming. And I'm going to try and come up with something that will work a tiny bit better. I expected Germany to be a slightly harder fight than that. And I apologize for them folding like a chair. It was terrible. But try that again. But I hope all of you are having a pleasant evening, and I will see everyone next week. Hopefully. If the software actually does what it's supposed to be doing. Yes, there we go.